Very good afternoon. This is NTV. My name is Malcolm Sime and this is NTV at One. It's Monday 15th, the year September 2014. Let's have a look at the headlines.
Money at the forefront of democracy.
Lawmakers discuss issues of Uganda's democracy in parliament. Police in Chira are holding two men who were reportedly found guilty of theft by a witch doctor. Also coming up, US officials say Arab states have offered to carry out airstrikes on the Islamic State militants in Iraq. Details on these and more stories here on NTV at One.
Welcome to NTV at One. Today is the International Day of Democracy and it's also a party for us here. NTV celebrating 8 years of giving you perfect news in the news broadcast industry. But let's first go off to Parliament. Members of Parliament want political leaders to entrench more democracy values in the governance of the country. And the call was made by the Western Youth MP Gerard Garuhanga, who kicked off the discussion during a plenary session at Parliament. Lawmakers cited the police's harassment of Prime Minister Amama Mbabazi's supporters over his perceived presidential ambitions as a case in point.
We still have a challenge, Mr. Speaker, that in some areas we either have contradictions or we have curtailed the involvement of the youth, even as much as we have made room. I want to address myself to provisions of the Constitution and Article 102, which curtail the young people of this nation in participating in election democracy and in the highest office of the land, that's the presidency.
That if there would be an electoral process, an electoral arrangement where we have elections being carried out by an electoral commission that is trusted, that is believed, that is supported by the entire nation. This would be so critical, because then people wouldn't have to begin thinking of maybe the only way to change government in our country is to resort to violence. That would be a departure. And that's possible. But it's not possible when the same electoral commission is largely established by a one-sided process.
In Uganda here, you don't talk about young people, you talk about vandalized young people. Because their lives are vandalized. We don't have pride in our young people anymore. The president is on record saying arts courses are useless. How many graduates come out of colleges with degrees in arts? Is that to say they are useless? And therefore, what is the strategy for you as government to see that these young people who have done these arts courses have a livelihood strategy? If democracy is majority rule, it should also imply that the resources of this country should go to the majority who are empty stomachs. Will elections come? They don't
Count how many Africans could get a glass half full. So we are observing by South Sudanese soldiers last week, and the demonstrators were carrying placards calling on the UPDF to protect action from wherever they are coming. The Assistant Inspector General of Police, who was speaking during the build-up to the Police Centenary Plus celebrations in Mbarara, explained that this would help in curbing crime. He also noted that the wrong people could be terrorists hiding in the community and must be weeded out.
Police Director of Special Duties, Andrew Sorowen, was also concerned that acid attacks are on the rise, and it remains a big challenge to the police since the offenders are sometimes hard to trace. He urged the community to support the police bring such culprits to justice.
Terrorism Please, for landlords and landladies, there are good structures coming up. Never accept somebody to come and hire the room in a structure. And you're not asking him or her where he's coming from.
Sorowen warned police officers against armchair work of sitting in offices, and they must instead go out to the communities and work with the people to prevent crime. He also encouraged the people to work closely with police, saying it has tightened the grip on some errant officers who behave unprofessionally, for instance, taking bribes. Barra Resident District Commissioner Nixon Kavuye urged the police to remain professional and cautioned the public against provoking police into using lethal force.
You want police to behave like a police? No. They are Ugandans? No. The police force is not students in a seminary where the weapon is either a Bible or a pen. Why do you think they have guns? Why do you think guns have bullets? So if you answer those questions, they will help you not to disrespect and provoke police.
Uganda police, they're having fun. Now we're now going to take a short break. We come back with many more stories this afternoon here on NTV at 1.
Use White Star Laundry Bar Soap with a lemon fragrance and you'll have a fresh, clean day. Be like a star.
Don't disturb Daddy. My daddy is a star.
White Star Bar Soap. So we'll collect stains in one wash. We'll wash.
We unravel the surrounding the death of Kampala. Now, authorities
from Mulago Hospital, where Ntenanga was received the night of after he was admitted. Thereafter,
he died surgical at 11.
Ntenanga's body, according to doctors at the Mulago mortuary, and kept until the 16th.
Which one? KCC mortuary and Mulago mortuary is one. These patients are to be handled as if they have come to KCC mortuary, and these ones to be handled as if they are to Mulago.
CCA authorities.
17th, the body is there. 18th, the body, nobody comes. 19th, nobody comes. 20th is handed over or decent burial, and is taken and buried. Came and I did not find.
And then saw the father's body to clear any doubt. Capital City Cemetery in Chirinya, Dr. Moses Biaruhanga.
They even have records. They have a book. They do the marking. The right people and whatever, such that position will take from
filming the process. We were, however, allowed to stay on to witness. After close to 4 hours of digging, 4 bodies were exhumed and were taken to Mulago Hospital to verify. One of them was from Zain Tananga. The family also agreed. As for Alex Bikoromuhanji, he was arrested and charged with murder, although given bail after 2 weeks. He next appears in court on the 17th of September. Solomon Serwan.
Several Arab countries have offered to launch air attacks, and they also suggested that they have a widening of
a role limited to targets in Iraq. Last week, which has been restricted in Iraq. And the U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry's Gulf states, including Saudi Arabia, he offered attacks on Islamic State migrants heading to Europe as Tajora, east of the capital Tripoli. Migrants have been streaming out of
Herrera's first goals for the club, while Wayne Rooney and Juan Mata opting from three-point territory, while teammates to dominate all throughout the first half. 67. duo combined for output of 15 for 30 or 50%. Also, 8 of 12 US players finished in double-digit scoring.
And the
and Jason Day what any Ryder Cup
but just a little bit before we wind the whole day, and a definitely of youth in history. Translate your dreams into make sure you observe as the world moves on. That's it on NTV at 1 of them.